Good morning, everyone. It's me, Rory Paddock for picksfromthepaddock.co.uk. I'm currently coming to you live at 10:45. It's Sunday morning, and I'm going to be ignoring all the UK action and instead focusing my attention on the decent-looking racing at Punchestown this afternoon. If you've not noticed already, there is a card at Meydan. So if you follow us on our socials, whether that's Facebook or Twitter, you'll have seen our selections. Little cameo from Charlie. Say hello, Charlie. Oh, there we go. Always good to do this, isn't it, when you've got animals running around? If you've not seen them already, head on over to our socials and you'll see our selections for every race at Meydan this morning. I think the first race is around 11 o'clock. So hurry up if you do want to have a look at them. Backed a couple of winners there on Friday. But nevertheless, Punchestown today is where I'm going to be focusing my attention. And the first one, or the first selection, comes in the 240. I've gone for the Willie Mullins trained Hortoria, currently best price of around 7-1. It was a really impressive winner last time out. It won by an absolute, Jesus, such a distance. It was a whopping distance. I think it was around 15 lengths that it won that day. Now, how good that form is, it's open to debate, certainly. And the horse is going to need to improve. Again, now up in listed company, but it's hard not to be really taken by that success. A 15-length victory, trained by some of the big, obviously a big trainer in the yard of Willie Mullins. I just think, she seems to be the yard's second string based on jockey bookings. But I think 7-1 in what looks a really open-looking race. I think it's she's a progressive type. And I'll take some of the 7-1 for it to finish in the money there in the 240 at Punchestown. We then have to wait an hour and 5 minutes for my second selection. It's the 345. And I've gone for former course winner Martha Divine. As you can see, best odds there as of the time of recording is 8-1. Like I said, a former course and distance winner. She went well to claim second at Fairy House last time out. That was her most recent performance. And the form of that effort looks really solid. The winner is subsequently, it's changed hands. And it's actually now one of the red-hot favourites for the Albert Bartlett at the festival next month. She's not the most prolific horse, Martha Divine, but she always puts in a really consistent performance. Very rarely runs a bad race. And again, a horse that, all right, not a guaranteed winner, but I'll take some each way plays at 8-1 for her also to go well and finish in the money and be there or thereabouts. That's Martha Divine there in the 345. Now, those are my two main selections here at Punchestown, but I have gone through the card, and those are what I like the look of here this Sunday. Midnight Maestro and Jack Hackett in the cross country. We've got Indiana Jones there for the Henry de Bromhead yard. Milan Native, I think, despite the fact that Gigginstown have 5 horses, I actually like their outsider of the 5 to go well in their national trial. We've got Senior Chief. We've got Paul's Pal. And then massive odds, we've got Ben Thompson and Monty Don that could go rather well in what I'm hoping will be the lucky last. In terms of my bets for this Sunday, I'm going to go Hortoria and Martha Divine each way singles, but I'm also going to do a Sunday double. Hortoria to finish in the top 4 at 10-11, and Martha Divine to finish in the top 6 at 5-6. You'll be all right. You're not going to break the bank with a double like that, but something like that, if you want to do a sizable bet on those two to both come in there, I think you'll get, at least double your money back, if not a bit more. I think it pays around roughly, I think it's just short of 2-1. So you know what? If you're happy to back the 2-1 shot, then there's no reason not to go for a double there. And then if you want to be a bit more speculative, I have gone for a Win Lucky 63. Indiana Jones to win the 140. Milan Native there to finish in the top 5 at 13-8. Autoria, which I've obviously mentioned, to finish in the top 4 at 10-11. Senior Chief to win the 3-10. Martha Divine to finish in the top 6 at 5-6. And Paul's Pal in the 420 to finish in the top 5 at 6-4. Now, when I do mention bets like this and I give horses to finish in the top, whatever it might be, I personally back them with Paddy Power. They offer a bet that's just basically to place, or no, they call it a top finish. And then what you'll do, you'll have a breakdown. They certainly tend to offer more places than they will as a place, as a single each way place market. They'll offer perhaps 1 or 2 extra places. For example, like Martha Divine race, I think they're offering the top 4, but for the single place only market, they're offering up to the top 6. What they do is they tend to break it down, so they'll do, say, a top 6 finish, and they'll break down a market and have the odds, a top 5, a top 4, or a top 3. Obviously, the odds reflect that. Obviously, the less amount of places on offer, the bigger the odds. So it's up to you which ones you pick. Those horses and those bets that I've just given there and those odds were correct as of about 10 minutes ago. Obviously, they fluctuate, but it's genuinely a bet that I found to be quite a successful bet. Especially if you imagine if people tend to do a place pot or they'll do some sort of bet like that, where they might do like an each way accumulator. I would rather potentially, let's say for argument's sake, I did a £2, so £1 each way accumulator, and it cost me £2. I would probably rather do a 50p each way accumulator and do the other pound on the however many horses with the top X amount finishes. You do get smaller odds, but you've got a much better chance of winning with more places on offer. Anyway, those are my selections for Punchestown this Sunday. Pop your comments on what you're backing today in, obviously, in the comments below. Any likes and shares are always welcome. But before I let you go, there is one other thing. If you could do me a favour today and do the team at PFTP a favour today. We do have a TikTok account. Now, I know TikTok is for some people, it's not for others. But what we're looking at potentially doing is doing a daily sort of watch-along live show over on TikTok, where we can talk about all things racing for a handful of hours, Monday to Friday, have the racing on. You can chat to this ugly mug. Maybe some of the other team will jump on as well. You can join us as well. And then we'll just do that exactly. Again, like all our content, completely free. And we can just broadcast that live, have a chat, you know, have it on your phone, whether or not you're at work or not. You probably shouldn't, but, you know, and we can talk about all things racing. We'll have comments, questions, and other bits and bobs. So if that is something that you're interested in, we need to get our following up to 1,000 in order to do that. So I'm sure we're just under 5,000 on Facebook and over 18,000 on Twitter. You can make that happen, and then we can bring you even more free content. But if it is something that you're into, then please go over and follow us there on TikTok. Just type in, if you've got the app, Pics Paddock, and we'll come up. Or just type in Pics from the Paddock. You'll certainly be able to see us there with our logo, and you'll be able to get involved and give us the boost and extra bit of support that we need to bring you guys even more racing. As always, thanks for any support, and fingers crossed, touch wood, and good luck if you follow.